Howdy, y'all. Welcome to, what is this, episode 4 of Feed the Beast. This is kind of the Light Pack 3 with some added mods, of course. Been a lot of changes. There's actually quite a bit of time that's passed since episode 3 and then this video. We're going to go over kind of all the different changes. So if we just kind of look around, no major changes to the advanced genetics and Minechem area, mainly because a lot of the recipes don't seem to be working. A lot of the stuff, when I look at what it breaks down to, almost all of the new ores and stuff say plutonium, and we don't really need plutonium. So I'm hoping they're going to update that. It seems a little quirky, so I'm not going to mess with it too much just yet. I did use it to experiment with to see if I could maybe get some redstone, because what I need is the ability to make Enderium, but right now I have no really good way to get shiny metal other than pulverizing ferrous metal, which is nickel in here, with cinnabar, and you get cinnabar from pulverizing redstone ore. Okay, I mean, I've got plenty of redstone ore, but I mean, I just don't have a ton of it. So it's just not a great way to get the shiny ore. Now, there is a crop for it. I think it's platinum. Yeah, it's platinum. Essence of platinum would give us the shiny metal. That's the platinum seeds right here. The problem is that it requires a nickel crop, not like a nickel essence or nickel seed. The old recipe, I think, was just the essence. But there's no way that I can tell to get the nickel crop outside of creative. I've tried a shears, hoe, nothing will give me the crop. So hopefully they'll fix that also. I think that's a known kind of bug at the moment. Also, last time we were talking about the magnum torches, that is also a known issue. Those things are not working. So even though we have one and a bunch of chandeliers that I tried also, those don't work. Now we do have a mob essence area, or not a mob essence, a auto spawner set up over here. I did almost exactly the same thing. I really like this design. Is this 4 wide opening here. Anything falls down in there. Now I've got it lit up because I kept having skeletons and stuff spawning down in there and getting killed. Inside of each one of these is a etheric sword. You make these with the unstable ingots, and oh man, I hate making those things. I am too slow, but I'm fast enough that where I can at least make the swords. If I ever need to make one of the blocks, I will definitely be making the safe route for those. But these both have all 4 of these have looting 3 and sharpness 4 on them, and then there's a couple of vacuum hoppers down here. So everything gets pushed in there. They get killed. We get a little bit better loot just because of the looting 3 on there. There is a problem with this that we'll go over in just a little bit. We'll talk about that later. Now, where are we getting all our mob essence? We're getting tons of mob essence now because I went ahead and killed the wither and got the, what's that thing called? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. The little plate thing. Swear to God, I'm brain dead. Where'd I put it? The division sigil. So we went ahead and did that. So we got the cursed earth. Got quite a bit of it. My only tip on doing that is there are so many mobs that spawn when you do that. The best way I've found to do it is just do the ceremony, let it spawn, run away and sleep real quick, come back. Even if it's on fire, if you've got a silk touch, you'll get plenty. You really only need 1 block of the cursed earth to get started because it spreads so fast. But we're going to go down. Oh, well, let's go up here. First, you can see I took out the mine entrance that was here, filled that all in, went ahead and added elevators over here. This is the area back behind this wall is where we have our oreberry bushes going. Yeah, you know, I don't get too much out of there. I mean, I've got them, so I planted them, but I don't really use that area too much. And then down here, now this was our slime farm. I never really got it working. Stop hopping around. I never really got it working where I was happy with it. So if hopefully you'll be able to see in there. I did try to light it up a little bit, so maybe it's easier to see. But they're basically, this big wide opening was the slime farm, all the way up. It was a 16, you know, basically a full wide open chunk for the slimes. I did eventually kind of get it working the way I wanted, where it was breaking them down. I used iron spikes, broke them down into the little ones, and then they were funneled in and killed. But it really didn't give me huge amounts of mob essence. Now this one, there are 3 different levels. There used to be 4. I got so many mob drops that or mobs, that it overwhelmed the mob grinders, so I took out the level up there. That's a lot of fun. I look like a pincushion afterwards. But so what we have now are 2 levels, full levels, and then a half level to kind of get the mob rate to where it can be handled. The fans, you can see there's fans all along the back here that push them into this area, and then they're directed over in front of the mob grinders. I had to go to 5 to kind of handle just the number of mobs that this thing will do, but this will turn the fans off. So if I do need to get in there and do some work on the platforms, I can, because if not, you cannot get past this row right here. It's 6 blocks away is about where you're good. So these are 6 wide. They shove them all off here, so you get plenty of drops. I can just sit here and watch this for for a long time. Just watching these guys get propelled off of here, I think it's pretty funny. Sometimes it seems faster than others. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it is subject to the same mob rules as like just random or naturally spawn mobs, but you get quite a bit out of here. And then of course right now it's all being sent over here. We get tons of bones and slime balls, not so much. Now I still do get slimes in there. I don't remember them spawning in the Light Pack 2 on the Cursed Earth. That may just be because this is still a slime chunk. I mean, this is still a slime chunk area. Now I do get blue slime spawning there sometimes, and this thing will not kill them. I guess it does not see it as a mob. I don't know if it's something I need to add to the config, but it does not see the blue slimes as a mob to kill, so it doesn't. So if I get a few in there every once in a while, I will have to kind of come up here, and then I'll just come up and shoot them and kill them. But you can kind of see the area here. Now I don't know why, but they seem to launch off this little half. See that? They don't do that on the longer ones. But this little short one, man, they just shoot off of that thing. It's hilarious. Spiders still track you through here, but most of the time this is running all the time. I haven't put any weight or any lighting in here to be able to shut it off just yet. Don't know if I will, because it's such a big area. It's hard to light. Now, all the mob essence is pumped over here into the high pressure tank or pressure tank. Now this is from the high pressure. Is it high pressure or pressure tanks? What's the mod? Pressure pipes. I'm sorry. This all comes from pressure pipes. These things aren't too hard to make. You've got to just all the stuff's in the NEI. Wow, just brain cramp there. I was going to try to say something. This is the, what is it called? The controller, tank controller. It doesn't really matter if this thing is complete or not. Once you put the tank controller in, this thing sets. So my only suggestion is you get the tank set up the way you want it first before you put in the controller. I think each block that you put in gives it 32 buckets or something like that. But you can see we've got about 1.5 million mob essence in there right now, and it fills up very, very quickly. I can pretty much run the auto spawner just full tilt, which we're going to talk about here in a second. It is not as impressive as it used to be. I keep getting slimes out here because there are multiple slime areas, slime chunks that are off of all these mines, so I'm still getting tons of them. There's probably some more down here. I can still hear some more. Down here is the wither killing area. I may end up moving this. I just put it down here because in 1.8 they have fixed this. This doesn't work anymore. I wasn't really sure if they did in 1.710 or not. This no longer works in 1.8 because you push him up. Now it'll still work in the nether if you push him up into the bedrock ceiling, but if you try this in 1.8, one, he won't even spawn. If you were to try to do this right here, he would not even spawn. I also tested in 1.8 because I normally would just do an obsidian room and then fight him in there. That doesn't work either. He immediately blows out of that and then kicks your ass. So I did put it way back here just in case, but it still works. You spawn him on here, and as soon as he spawns, you just hit that, and then he can't hit you, so you can just kill him real easy. So that's just wanted to show you guys that real quick. We'll run back. Oh, I did finally get an ocelot. I had to fly. Let's take a look at how do I get to the map here? Map. I had to fly. Yeah, this is my search pattern for a jungle. This is a lot further than it looks. I mean, this is not a short trip, but this is the jungle out here. I had to fly around for quite a while to be able to find the ocelot. Finally got him. What else did I add? So that gives me speed. You can see I'm just a little bit, if I can get up the stairs, stop flying. Did give me speed. And what's the other one? The avoid creepers. That one's actually funny. They will not explode near you. And they just try to walk away like, I don't see you, man. I don't see you. These are trophies I've actually got with kills, not with essence farms or anything. This is just straight out, I killed them, I got them. That's why I'm keeping them, because those are actual trophies. I have gotten a few over here also from killing things, skeleton ender and zombie pigmen, but I don't count those. Those aren't fair because those are from the mob spawner. So if the mob essence, okay, let me focus my brain. The mob essence, of course, comes in from this tank. This is a little bit lower than it was. It was right up against the roof, and I thought, well, shoot, they're spawning so slow that it must be because of positioning. So I dropped it down one. And I just want to show you real quick. We'll use some... Where's the... zombie pigman. I can always use more gold. We'll go over here. They've definitely changed this, and I have checked in the config. I don't want to do exact copy. I have checked in the config to see if there's a way to put it at the numbers that it was in the other pack, or the older pack. I just wanted you to see how slow this is now. Now before that would have just been spawning them and spawning them and spawning them, and now it is just really, really slow. I mean, that was on exact mode in the previous mod pack. Now it's not energy, it is not mob essence. I mean, it's, if you look at it, it's getting plenty. It's the amount of work it does. I actually went and looked at our world in Light Pack 2, and it's only like 20 work to do a normal, And I've looked in the config. I can't seem to find anywhere that says the exact amount of work. There are some multipliers. I've tried changing those, and no matter what, it stays at 86. So if any of y'all know how to adjust that to get it to work a little bit faster, because that just seems really, really slow to me for this particular pack, which is kind of disappointing. Bummer. But it does work, and with the zombie pigmen and the looting, it does give you quite a bit of these gold swords. You get gold ingots, gold nuggets. Um, and like I said, with the setting down below, it more than keeps up with it. It never even drops barely. And down here, this has been running for quite a while. This is one of the main reasons I did this, was to turn this into liquid experience instead of mob essence. But it's really slow, so it's taken forever to get up to even what I guess this is about a half a barrel full. So lame, very lame. Not real happy with that change. Like I said, if anybody knows how to get that back to the speed that it was in previous packs, that'd be great, because that's just too slow. And there's no place that I can tell that you can put an upgrade. I haven't seen any MFR upgrades. Let's see, man. Did I really look for any upgrades? There's nothing in here that. Yeah, there's no real upgrades in here that I can see. Nothing. Yeah. So, but that's just too slow. So that goes in with power. We can turn the power on and off easily enough, just right there. And it also seems like it doesn't hold as much power as it used to, because just see how quickly it goes down. I don't recall it going down that fast in previous versions either. So they've definitely made some changes with that, which is unfortunate, because I really like the way it worked before. That's one of the main reasons you would get something like that, is so you can tell it exactly, which mob, because you're looking for a certain type of drop. In our case, for him, you take these, combine these swords. See, they're not very damaged, so you take two of these, you slap them in this mod pack at least. Now we can use them. We can come over here and stick them in our smelter. If I don't want to do that, stick them in our smeltery here, and it'll turn them into gold. Now I haven't started trying to turn any of that done, or I'm not doing any of that automatically just yet, or with the drops down below. Eventually, I want to move all that stuff down into a automatic sorting system, which I've kind of started. I did make an ender quarry, and if we fly out, because I didn't want to mess too close to the base there, because there's still a bunch of caves and stuff that I'm exploring close by. So I did it out over the deep ocean, because I hope that would kind of. I don't think I'll probably ever get out this far as caving or anything goes. But down here we have the Ender Quarry. It's finished. It's being powered, of course, by the Tesseract, and I have a Silk Touch add-on. So if we look at Quarry, Silk Touch isn't too hard to make. You make this little the hardest part is this little Ender Quarry upgrade base, which is kind of the item you have to make for all these upgrades. Now I'm kind of wondering, this just doesn't have enough sides to put all those upgrades on there. So what the hell? Why did that just place? I wasn't even aiming at that thing. But if we go back in here, this does require the QED. Now I'm having some problem with burnt quartz too. If you look at the recipe for burnt quartz, it says redstone furnace. I cannot put blocks of quartz into the redstone furnace at all. I have to cook this via the old furnace, regular smelting. So that's a little annoying, but it's nothing major because we're, of course you don't have to make too much of that stuff. If I wanted to use that as a building material, I think that would be a little annoying. But what I did for this, do I have them on me? What I did for this was I made a program, or not a program, it's definitely not a program, a script for the turtle. That's our mining turtle. And what it does is he starts right here, and he goes up one, he places down one of these ender torches. I'm sorry, he starts right here. He comes and puts down one of these, what are they called? Ender markers? Hold on. Ender marker. These also you need to make with the QED. So he puts down an ender marker. He goes forward basically 63 more blocks, places one, goes another 63 blocks, places one, 63 blocks. So you get a nice 64 by 64. Of course, you can make it as big as you wanted. I only wanted to do a 64 by 64. One, because that's what I'm used to doing, and two, I didn't want it so massive that, because at the same time, we'll take a look at this in one sec, I was kind of doing a preliminary sorting automatic smelting system, which is still a major work in progress, to try to, I didn't want to overload it. So that's how I was able to do that out here, is I just put the turtle to work. He goes out there, places all of it, and then comes back here, and then I can just place everything down. And then when I want to remove this, of course, I can just go out here and remove the blocks and the torches. But with the automatic, the very beginnings right now, and I keep thinking of different ways to do it to simplify it. Maybe I was thinking I was probably going to have to do 2 sets of pulverizers and furnaces, but now I think I have a different way of doing it, because I wasn't really utilizing all the pipes that are available. So if we look at pipes, we have sorting pipes, we have filter pipes, we have, the filter pipe is probably what I'm going to end up using. And then of course there's hyper rationing pipes, which I cannot figure out what, or I can't find anything that says what they do. Now the rationing pipe will only allow a full stack, so I'm hyper, I don't really know what it does. So if anybody knows what the hyper rationing pipe does, I can't really find anything on that, not even on the wiki. But this is just a real basic system right now. It just, there's a couple ores that I'm not processing, like I'm not processing there's 2 different types of tin, there's 2 different types of copper. I'm not processing the ferrous ore right now because I want to be able to turn that into, or I want to process that with cinnabar. I'm not processing the redstone yet because I don't have anywhere for the cinnabar that it'll produce. These right here, what is this? Turn it. Limestone, flint, gravel, and marble. These barrels are void barrels, which means they will store up to 64. Anything over 64, it'll void it out. So they're things that I want, but I don't want a ton of it. I don't want a deep storage unit full of flint for sure. So this just will void it out if we get it into the system. Netherrack is also a void barrel. This is cinnabar, or not cinnabar, shoot. What is it? Cyanite. Damn. Cyanite, we are now taking all of the yellorium and sending it via these intertransmitters over to the big reactor, and then all the cyanite coming out of the reactor comes over here. Now I'm going to change all this up. This is not permanent. I'm thinking of different ways to do this. Now the nice thing is I can move this all around. Eventually, there was actually a lot more here. You can kind of see by the piping. I've kind of reduced it down. Everything that doesn't have a barrel of storage space right now is coming over into this chest. This is the tin ore that I'm not processing. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've got a way to fix that, but we'll do that in another episode. So I just kind of wanted to show the major changes, and then hopefully on the next episode we'll get the storage unit. I hate these doors, man. I swear to God, this thing, it screws you up. You've got to hit it just right, or because it just adds that little extra bit, and I can't get in or out about half the time. That's You'll notice like all these other things don't have doors on them. We're using the wool and string trick here, since mobs won't cross over this. They won't even walk in here. Um, I'm not really worried about creepers anymore, though I will tell you another little trick. I almost got killed. You see I'm wearing the flux infused armor now. So I'm chasing a creeper and I'm just messing with him, you know. I'm just kind of he won't come near me. Well, he goes into the nether portal. So I follow him behind him. Well, as soon as I come through the nether portal, he explodes and damn near killed me. I had less than, or just about a half a heart left. And that's double hearts right there. That's the 10 heart canisters. And he almost killed me. So be real careful with that. Don't follow a creeper through the nether portal, even in your good armor. Because I mean, I thought I was dead for just a second. Because I mean, if there had been anything else outside of that portal, because you know how like skeletons and stuff will wander through there, I would have been dead. I would have been completely dead. So guys, that's it. Not too short. I guess there's just quite a bit to talk about. And I don't think we still got into everything. But what I definitely want to do is come back next time and work a little bit more on the sorting system. I've kind of got to get that fixed so I can move on to I'm at the point now where I think I can do at least one turbine for the big reactors. At least one. I think I have more than enough cyanite to do at least one, because you know we're talking we've got to do like 81 blades, all the housing, so yeah, it's quite a bit of cyanite to do that. I think we've got enough now finally to get that done, and that will open up some other possibilities of things that we can do. So I appreciate you coming by. I hope you liked the episode. I know this is just kind of a long talky one, didn't build anything, but I've just done so much off video that I did want to kind of cover everything. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. Don't forget to give us a rating and share it around the web there. If you haven't subscribed, that's really the best way to know when I do put out a video. And until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.